Hello and welcome to another episode of Scarah Screencast. My name is Scarah Damsel of the Doomed, and today, as our guest, our special guest, my friend and multiple award-winning makeup and hair artist, both in beauty and in the special effects world. Her work has been published. She has made her mark in the indie film industry, and she is the owner of Lunar Intentions. Please welcome Stormie Steen, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the pod, Stormie.
Thanks. I'm excited to be here. Very honored.
Well, we appreciate it. I was telling you, Gomez and Herman like to sit on people's laps, but I think Gomez is in there with your kiddo.
With Zoe?
Yeah, I think so. But maybe he'll bless us at some point during this.
Yes.
So we always start out with the pop questions of the week. Once I see the logo, there it is. I ask these three questions to just about everybody.
Okay.
And it's, what are you drinking, listening to, and watching currently these days?
Okay. What I'm drinking currently is water. Trying to intake that water.
Hydrate.
Hydrate as much as possible. What am I watching right now? So I'm trying to do research on a couple of things that I'm working on coming up through the haunt season for Bat City, and then for a film I'll be working on next month.
Okay.
So I've been doing a lot of research and, blood, gore.
Trying to get some inspiration.
Trying to get some inspiration in there, trying to see if I can find, I got an idea of how I want this effect to go, but I like to see other people's
Of course, you might as well.
rendition of doing it. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting on that part. And then what was the other one?
What are you... So that's what are you watching? You've just been
We're watching. Yeah.
So you're watching various videos to do.
Yes.
Okay. What are you listening to? Podcasts or music or whatever?
I'm a big music fan, so anything that's uplifting, I'm really into beats more than lyrics. So if it's like upbeat and I can jam to it and dance,
you like to move.
I like to move. So anything like hip hop, R&B, some country in there, but more of those upbeat songs.
I like all kinds of music too. Good upbeat music when I'm working is always nice.
Yes.
I know at Bat City, I forgot to mention Stormie's the lead makeup artist at Bat City.
Yes.
And in your area, you always have your music going.
Yes.
Don't you?
Well, I'm kind of a stickler.
What do you mean?
The team, because I'm in charge of the music.
Oh, so it's for the whole trailer.
It's for the whole trailer. So, but I do take into consideration like what the girls like to listen to, because they like upbeat music too. So they like that Megan Thee Stallion, they like to shake their booties. So I'm like,
you got a good team.
So it's great, got to have that upbeat attitude, because, we do a lot in the little bit of time that, we have to do for makeup there for Bat City.
I'm about to ask you, we're going to go into that because I have questions about all of that. I have questions about your upcoming film work. I have a lot of questions for you. We got a whole episode planned. Oh, we got some people in the chat. Let's say hello real quick. Oh, Hubert says water's always good.
Yes.
And any Bat City Scareground news, we actually do have some news.
Yes.
Stormie will clue you in here in just a little bit, Hubert, so just hang on.
Absolutely.
But now we're going to do horror headlines real quick.
Yes, horror headlines.
Horror headlines. I think I have 3 stories. So the first one is the biggest topic of conversation in trade publications this week is the unprecedented success of Curry Barker's Obsession and Kane Parsons' Backrooms. The numbers say that Obsession has officially crossed $286 million worldwide. It was made for like 70 or 40 or something like that, 1,000, not million. And making it, it crossed 286 million worldwide, making it the highest grossing film of all time for Focus Features. Meanwhile, Backrooms has hit 248 million, becoming A24's biggest film to date. And the industry is saying, the analysts of the industry are citing these films as paradigm shifts in how studios are going to be scouting talent, meaning both of these directors, they came up through YouTube, online content creation, and their ability to cultivate massive built-in audiences before ever stepping onto a professional set is being hailed as the new blueprint for independent horror production. This is sparking significant debate as the democratization of the blockbuster. And I'm wondering what you think about this. Do you think we're entering an era where digital native horror is officially superior to traditional studio trained horror? You think this is just the way it's going to be, or it's going to continue to grow in that way of digital creators becoming like jumping up to studio instead of how the old system was? You went up through independent and then into the studio and there you are. But now they're skipping.
I think it's just a mass majority out there of like independent filmmakers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can go and have that leap and that faith to go forward, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I have been on multiple sets. I've been in the industry on and off for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Here in the last 4 years, 5 years, I've been nonstop here in the Austin area. And I've noticed a lot of that, how a lot of independent filmmakers are actually like some YouTubers, and how it's getting picked up, and how these people want to see more of the work. Because I'm not going to lie, the independent film industry, girl, there is so much talent.
Yeah.
There's so much talent for crew members and also for talent that it's awesome for them to see that grow, because then they know that they have an opportunity and potential to be in that status of like bigger budget movies.
I agree. I also think film equipment, like you can start with your iPhone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you can, just get the cheapest light kit or light package and, a little bitty tiny mic off of Amazon.
Yeah.
If you even do that, but you can like with just your iPhone make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be, some big screen worthy thing, but you can get your bones doing it. You can get into the game, easily these days. Whereas 30 years ago, that was impossible.
It was,
people had big old cameras,
camcorders, that had to go on your
With
shoulder with the tape and everything.
Then you had to cut the tape to edit it. It was a whole thing. So it's the opportunity to start making films at a younger age is certainly there, even though if you look at the masters, who we call the masters right now, Coppola and Spielberg and, et cetera, et cetera. If you look at them, they all started when they were very young, and they started with like Super 8 cameras and stuff. So I just think if you have the drive, you're going to find a way to do it. YouTube is just another platform to get you going.
Exactly.
And it'll pay you if you're good.
Yeah.
So why not?
It gets you out there. It's just like the other platforms, like for musicians, right? You got Spotify, you got Apple. So for filmmakers, the only thing you really have is YouTube.
Right.
And I do have a few films that are out on YouTube, and they get great attraction.
I almost, with Damsel of the Doomed, when we were talking, looking for distribution, I had the conversation with the director at one point where I said, what if we just put it on YouTube instead of anything else and just put it up for free, but I understand I didn't invest the majority of money into the film, and if there's an opportunity to make the money back. But you can even now, like Markiplier, who did Iron Lung, that's exactly what he did. He struck a deal with YouTube, and it's the only place you can see his movie right now. So it's becoming now like even a distributor for people where they can get paid by putting their movie up there. So I think it's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And I don't think it's like, I do think with talent, a lot of the times in the bigger films, they are looking at actors and actresses' Instagram follower count.
Yes.
And if you don't have a high enough count, they don't consider you. And it's not for, these wonderful dramas. It's usually for movies that younger kids would go to see, horror movies or whatever. So they're doing it to them that way. And I do think that there are going to be some studios who are going to try to farm directors and filmmakers out of YouTube. And so the older dogs might feel like they're going to be pushed aside, but it's just another avenue, I think. Nobody needs to worry.
I mean, there's TVs, there's commercials,
Yeah.
There's film,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of different, like you said, different avenues for people to be in. And
Yeah.
girl, there's work everywhere.
And you are the one who knows that more than anybody I know. Whenever I talk about you, I say, Stormie, oh, she hustles. Stormie knows how to hustle.
I'm a hustler for sure.
Here's the next one real quick. The Last House. Okay, there's been a new trailer that I saw the other day on Netflix. They dropped the official trailer for The Last House just the other day. It's a sci-fi horror survival thriller. Directed by Louis, or maybe it's Louis because it sounds French. Louis Leterrier. I don't know how to say this dude's name. Leterrier.
Don't ask me.
He did a movie called Now You See Me. The film stars Greta Lee and Wagner Moura, and the footage is already generating significant online buzz for its analog aesthetic, as the production team reportedly shot the first half of the film on 35 millimeter to create like that real gritty, retro survivalist kind of texture. And from what I gather, the movie is there's, family in a suburban neighborhood, and then one day they can't leave their house. The house won't let them open the door. They can't break a window. And it's like day 1, day 2, day 3. And then it fast forwards to like day 1,000 and some shit.
Okay.
And they're growing plants in their house at this point because they're trying to get, food sources. So they're surviving, but they're stuck in the house. And then all of a sudden the door comes unlocked and like there's weird shit going on outside. So I don't know.
And this is on Netflix?
It'll be on Netflix.
Okay.
So they
I
just dropped the trailer. I don't have the release date here, but I will be looking forward to that.
Yes.
And then finally, here's the last one. Cineverse issued is always hard for me to say. Cineverse issued a formal press release today confirming that the film is officially the film, by the way, being Return to Silent Hill, is officially in Hulu's top 15 list. It's being analyzed by investors as a success story for IP-driven streaming strategy, specifically noting that the return of director Christopher Gans and composer Akira Yamaoka was the key factor in securing the franchise's fan base on a streaming platform. So this is basically just Hulu saying, what all the studios are saying. All the big movie studios have for a very long time now been doing this whole like, we're only making movies that have established IP. We're only making part 2s or remakes or prequels to something that the fandom already knows because that's the only shit making money. And Hulu's like, yeah, this is working out for us too with Return of Silent Hill, and that's all great. But what I like about these YouTube kids, Kane Patterson's, Curry Barker, Kane Patterson's, what I like about those kids are their stuff was completely original work. It was not established IP, and they're whooping ass. They beat out Mandalorian. They beat out everything that is being released in, around, or on the same day as those movies, and not just a little, by a lot. In fact, Obsession is the first movie since E.T. to do better the second week that it's been out and the third week. And now it's like the fourth week and it's still making money.
I went and saw that movie with my friend Celeste. And I'm going to say I walked out of there and I was like, this is my kind of movie.
You're like, yeah.
I was like, the practical effects that they did was so top notch. I was like, okay, that's the kind of stuff that I'm drawn to. That's the kind of stuff where I'm like, oh my God, do you see that? Like out of nowhere, the blood splatters and those kinds of things. So
I think the fans like that too.
Yes.
That's what real horror fans, I think, we want to see that. We don't like the over CGI, over AI bullshit. We don't like it.
I want to see that blood like squirt in your face and you just being like, oh my God.
I want to see the blood like splatter someone's face and then it gets in the actor's mouth on accident and they have to deal with it. That's what I want. One time I got blood. I was doing a music video. I've had a lot of blood mishaps with music videos. But the first music video I ever did, it was for a cover of the Misfits Halloween. It was before I was with the Immortals.
Okay.
And we shot it in the garage. Anyway, the director was like, okay, I'm going to you're going to be stabbing the guy.
Yes.
So I'm on top of this guy and he's like, you're going to be stabbing. And he had like a squeeze bottle of blood. And he's like, so I'll squeeze the blood up at you. I was like, great. And we have one take, you know?
Yeah, it's always a one take wonder, man.
Because what are you going to do? Like, I'm going to have to take a shot, get a new, you know? Oh, my hair. Yeah. Anyway, so he shot the blood. I'm stabbing it away. He shoots the blood. And the very first squirt right up my nose and in my eye. And I just had to keep going. And I used it. I was like, let me just use this anger and discomfort. And you could see it on my face. I'll have to clip that and put that in here. I have to find that. It was terrible. But it looked great.
I bet.
And I like seeing that in movies. You know what I mean?
I do too.
I want to see some shit like that.
Whenever, you know, a director or producer comes to me and they're like, hey, Stormie, you think you can do this effect for me? And I'm like, my brain starts just going and I'm like, okay, I can do this or this or
what are my options?
What are my options? You know, and that's how I do a lot of research.
Yeah.
Like, you know, not every effect I know is executed. You know, I'm like, okay, what kind of gun did you use? What kind of weapon did you use to make this effect? Like, how did they get that scar? Like, did they fall? You know, so I like to be as accurate as possible when it comes to the effects. Like when Jason was talking about the different colors of blood.
Yeah.
You know, that was a huge thing. When I first started learning special effects, they were like, you know, blood's really important and bruises, you know, the staging of bruises.
Right. Because they get uglier as they get older.
Yes.
For a while anyway.
For a while, you know, at first they'll be like that purplish, bluish.
And then get that
color,
yellow.
And then get the yellowness as it progresses to,
you know, as it heals.
So knowing what your effect is and how to execute it is like the best thing going into a film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for Damsel, we did a lot of preparation for Damsel.
Yeah. It showed. You did a good job.
Quite a bit of kill scenes, you know, in there, and it was just a lot of fun. I don't know. I think we used like 2 gallons of blood.
We went through a lot of blood.
And
it was all like, if you haven't seen Damsel of the Doomed yet, it's out on Amazon.
Yes.
Or you could get the Blu-ray if you want. Give me a DM, I'll send you one. And
send you one.
If you're watching it, you're like, wait, is this a horror movie? Why isn't anyone dying? Wait, motherfucker. Because they all do, eventually. They all do. Just wait, Beach.
Thank you.
Tony has a question. Put up Tony on our... Hey, Tony. He says, I want to know that what movie makeup impressed her the most, and has she ever seen a movie that she felt she could have done the makeup better as an artist? Those are good questions. So start with the first one. What movie makeup are you a fan of? Like, just, you know, it doesn't have to be your... I know it's hard to say. This is the one I love the most.
Yeah.
But just pull out a few you like.
One of my top ones is going to be 13 Ghosts. Because just
the newer one or like the
original
old.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, the original one. I haven't seen the newer one, but the original one, just because of like the details of the characters and how in depth they went, like that really caught my eye.
Yeah.
And was like, oh my God, I really enjoyed that.
That's a fun movie.
Yeah,
it's a fun story. I like
you
that
know,
one.
and of course, like the old school movies, Freddy, Jason, you know, those ones.
What about like The Thing? Have you seen The Thing? With that one, it's like they're in Antarctica. It's a research team, and then there's like being an alien or some kind of thing, and like there's one scene where like it gets the dog and it becomes this weird ball of like dog and what
is that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. But I was always impressed by that, and I was always impressed by American Werewolf in London.
Yes, their one was a good one. Yes.
The makeup effects on that I liked a lot with how the transition of the werewolf. I remember when I was a kid seeing that and just being like, that's
crazy. Yeah.
And the other day I got curious and wanted to check out that Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah, how was it?
It's entertaining, but it reminded me of the Thriller music video, and I think that video still holds up.
Oh, I love that video. It's one of my favorites.
It used to scare me when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, but I loved it. I would watch. I liked being scared. I was a weirdo like that. It scared it would scare me to death, and I couldn't stop watching it, and I would be terrified. But yeah, as far as old school makeup goes, I
Yeah.
always thought they zombified
You know,
Michael
like
Jackson really good.
Michael Jackson at that time, you know, like what else was it? Like the old school who were they? Addams Family.
Oh yeah,
You know, like those type of, you know, old school
how
effects.
fun if you could go back in time
Yeah, exactly.
and just sit there and watch all that, be on that set. What about his second part? Is there a movie that you felt you could have done or
a little bit better. Dang, that's a good question. I don't know.
yeah,
There probably is. It's just not coming to mind at the moment.
right.
But there probably is.
There probably is. I could probably think of one myself. I know your work. Brenna says hello. Hello, Brenna. Trish says hello. We love you guys. Oh, someone likes your ink. There you go. Look at that.
All my
That's
ink,
David.
all my randomness of ink. I still got a little bit going, you know, in the tender spot.
I have to get Brenna to put some on.
Yeah, she's actually done quite a bit.
Oh, I'm not
Like, she's
surprised.
done
What a talent.
This one, these ones
Ooh,
here,
I like that
and
witch
then
hat.
the back ones back here.
Nice.
So it's
Necrotones. Oh, Necrotones played. They're a really cool punk band from Houston. They played Bat City last year. I think they'll come back this year. I hope. Yes. They said they finally got to see Damsel of the Doom. Great job, y'all. The FX at the end were great.
Thank you.
That was Stormie and her team. That was a good. Those nights at the finale of that was the longest night of my life.
I think it was like 16 hours.
I mean,
we were almost. Just kidding. We were almost there like 24.
It was.
didn't.
I fell asleep at one point. Somebody had to wake me up. I fell asleep on one of those couches.
I wouldn't doubt it. Girl, sometimes it's hard to be on set and just be like fully awake. Sometimes I'll be over there all.
Man, I've done it both as an actress and as crew. And I it's harder. I think being on the crew is more fun.
It is.
And it's easier because you're working a lot. And you always have something to do. And as an actress, you have a lot of downtime.
Yes.
And the downtime will kill you, dude.
Yeah, the downtime will kill you. Sometimes I get a lot of downtime because I get the actors,
if you're doing the makeup, right?
You know, I get the actors done when they first get there.
And then you got to wait for the next.
And then I got to wait until they're on screen. And then on screen, that's when I'm like touching them up and paying attention to their makeup and their hair. And sometimes their wardrobe, you know, if it's out of place. And
right.
I'm a little stickler, man. I pay attention to continuity. I think that's super
you always
important.
have. Yep. Yeah.
You know, even on Damsel, I'm like, I see one hair.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me fix that.
And it just drives me crazy. Like,
someone says, will you ask her about her old makeup days, SFX days from McCall's Haunted Farms, and how it made her grow, and if she takes her old techniques into her new techniques? Ooh. That's Angelina.
That's my daughter. That's my middle daughter.
Oh, hi, Angelina.
So I started out in New Mexico where I was born and raised, and I started off at McCall's Pumpkin Patch working their haunted farm. And then they had stuff going on during the day for like family and everything. And then at night they would close off a portion of the farm, and they had a barn, and the barn was the haunted house.
Oh my goodness.
And that's where I first started doing special effects makeup coming out of school.
So you went to school for cosmetology?
Yes.
And you were like, I'm going to do beauty makeup or whatever?
Well, I originally went to school just to be a makeup artist.
Okay.
And none of the schools in New Mexico had just makeup courses. They were like, oh, we have this makeup class during the cosmetology program. So I was like, okay. So I landed up going to school for the whole cosmetology thing, learned a bunch, took a basic special effects class, and was like, oh my God, I fell in love.
That's what got you.
That's what got me. And then I was going to take their beauty course, but then they asked me to do the demos. And I was like, well, I don't want to take the course if I'm doing the demos.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much self-taught. I did take another like one-on-one course for special effects to learn some things that I wasn't catching on YouTube. And from there, I just self-taught,
Yeah.
experimenting, trying
Yeah.
different things, researching. You know, when I first started in special effects 15 years ago, they weren't as advanced as they are now with like YouTube and,
Yeah.
you know, the things that you
Yeah.
can learn online.
Right.
So it was a lot. So I bought this book and I call it my Bible because that book has taught me so many different things. And
What's it called?
it's called Practical Makeup Effects, I believe. I'll have to re-get that for you. But yeah, I've had that book for a really long time. And that was just one thing that I always referenced to.
Nice.
So starting off, you know, I was learning the basics at that time. I didn't know how to work too much with, you know, silicone or foam latex. I was doing nose and scar wax and just straight up latex with cotton or tissue or whatever's, you know.
That's what I started playing with too.
You know, and it was just
But
anything.
I never moved on. I went and did this
other
shit.
stuff. Yeah.
But I started up the same kind of way, like, stuff I could get my hands on.
Exactly. Like stuff that you can do out of your kit effects, you know, stuff that's like household items.
Yeah.
Because back then, that's kind of what it was. It was just makeup and household items.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of those movies, I'm always surprised, the older ones anyway, hearing about what they used to make this or that or the other. And you're like,
you're like, you use
rice
cotton
and,
balls and tape and rice and oatmeal, you know? So there's just so many things. So I do apply those techniques to this day still.
And why not, you know?
Just doing, I find being multifaceted and just learning so many different techniques will allow you to grow as an artist.
I also want to say I've worked with you on sets that were special effects heavy, and I've worked with you on sets where it was beauty makeup with Lynn Forney's set.
Yes.
Where you did
hot sauce.
Yeah, hot sauce. And you're super versatile because you can do like really pretty pinup girl makeup.
Yeah.
And then you can make someone, you know, look decapitated or whatever.
Exactly.
So, you know, it's awesome that you can do both.
It is
not everyone can.
No, not everybody can, and it's like it gives you so much more opportunities than just being in one category.
Yeah.
So like for me, I'm a makeup, hair and special effects artist.
Hair too, right?
So you know, I love styling hair. I do cut a little bit of hair. I just cut friends and family.
Yeah, I know. Somebody just was telling me you did their hair. Maybe it's Connor.
Yeah, I've cut Connor's hair. I've cut Trevor's hair.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Trisha's. Yeah, I've cut a lot of our Bat City folks' hair. I do Brenda's nails.
I know. She showed me the last time she was here. They're really, really pretty. You're doing good.
Thank you.
You do a little bit of everything.
I do.
That's the hustle that I'm talking about.
Yes.
Stormie hustles.
It's, you know, just being creative.
Yeah. See, yes, 100%. It's, I always talk about this, but I feel like creatives, not all of them, some creatives are very much in their niche, you know, and there's no right way to be creative.
Right.
I'm not saying you have to do this. I find for me personally, having various projects helps the other projects get better.
Yes.
You get ideas when you're working on one project for the next one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is that how you are?
Yeah, you should see my house before haunt season and during haunt season.
Yeah.
Like my whole house is one big craft room.
Yeah. I'll have to show you on the other side of this partition is where I do all of my
Your crafting.
stuff.
I see that. Yeah.
I have to have something to keep my hands busy so my brain can receive shit from the ether. You know what I mean?
I feel that. I feel like if I'm not creating, I'm stagnant.
Yeah. And that doesn't feel right.
And it doesn't feel right. And for me, like you said, I'm a hustler. I'm doing all these different things all the time. Like I'm in the wedding industry. I'm in the haunted house industry. I'm in the independent film industry. And then, you know, I work with photographers doing maternity shoots, newborn shoots, boudoir shoots, you know, any kind of, you know, things that I can get my hands on. I'm like, if it has to do with makeup, hair, special effects, I'm there.
Stormie's a girl.
I'm a girl. I'm a girl. You know, I gotta have those girly girls. But, you know, it's I love just having different techniques that I can rely on to create something. I'm not just relying on one thing to create it. I'm using different things from all over the place.
Yeah. Whatever works.
Yes. And I feel like that helps me be a really well-rounded artist.
It does. I can vouch for you, and I do.
Thank you.
2003 what is this, Slamson? Anyway, they say, tell me about what you teach.
So
Slamson. I like saying that.
I will teach you anything I know. I don't like to, yes, I do face painting too.
Yeah.
I don't like to really gatekeep too much because when I first started doing makeup and, you know, coming into the film industry, it's very who you know in that aspect. And they were gatekeeping. You know, they had an artist come in and talk to us and they gatekeep. So I try not to gatekeep too much because I'm like, I was at that one point, but I'm not going to just like give you the answer. I'm going to be like, okay, what'd you find? What'd you research?
That's how people learn. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I want you to learn. I just don't want you
how to learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't want to hand it to you.
Right.
Because that's too easy.
You'll guide them to finding the answers. That's the best way, I think. You know, if you have to like in the moment say, use this and this, sure.
Absolutely.
But it's better if you guide somebody how to figure something out, because then they can be independent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just helps you because then you'll be like, oh my God, I needed to learn this.
Yeah.
And I found it just by researching. You know, so that's why I think research is super important.
It's the journey. I like that stuff too. That's very fun. Question from those of us still using our Ben Nye makeup kit from high school. What should we upgrade to? I actually still use Ben Nye Clown White for my band. I think it's the best white. I don't like Mayron's white for the boys, for my band. I like Mayron's Clown White for other shit. But when I'm trying to do that subtle white vampire, Ben Nye still does the best for me. But I don't airbrush, you know.
Yeah. We got to change that, Scarah.
Maybe one of the, you know, I think that would be.
We got to change that.
It would be so much quicker.
It would.
So maybe I'll take an airbrush class. But do you think that Necrotones should upgrade to an airbrushing? I mean, I guess it depends on what they're doing.
Exactly. It depends on what you're doing. I don't use cream makeup too much unless I'm doing like an effect for film or something to that matter, more where it's close up, not too much as far. I have been using airbrush for the past 6 years. I never started using airbrush till I started working at Bat City.
Right.
And then like, I was like, oh my God.
It's kind of the standard for haunts now, I find.
Yes.
Not all haunts. Some still are doing cream, but it sweats off.
It does. And I just find for myself, it sweats off. You know, it's
smudges,
things to that matter. I mean, there is no makeup out there that's really actually waterproof. It's water resistant, but not waterproof.
People often think that's what resistant means.
Yeah, it's not.
What it means.
Yeah, no.
I like a good cream makeup. Like if I want it to look gritty and, you know, like it's, if I want that look like it's coming off kind of slightly, it's gritty, it's looking I like creams for that. But I think you guys, what y'all do with airbrushing is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, and the output you can get by airbrushing versus if you painted everybody.
Yes.
It seems quicker, is it?
It is a little bit quicker. I do a combination of both. I like to do airbrushing and hand painting because I'm a hand paint artist. That's how I was taught.
Right.
So I do a lot of my detailed work with
it. Yeah.
With painting. Yeah. But with airbrush, it's nice because if I want to cover like a big area, it's good, especially for haunt where we're using alcohol based makeup. And that's where I was going to go next.
Oh yeah.
Necrotones was, if you're using Ben Nye, you can upgrade to alcohol palettes.
With it, and Ben Nye does those too?
Ben Nye does not. I know Skin Illustrator does. That's the one that I use.
Skin Illustrator. And when you say alcohol based, you mean you need alcohol to activate it?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Instead of like water, you're going to spray on a little alcohol.
Right. Because those are aqua paints. Yeah. Those are like your face paints from like Ben Nye.
That's the
Fusion.
water.
That's the water. So then with the alcohol palettes, you have to spray it with 99% alcohol to activate it. And then you can
And it stays on better?
It does stay on better.
Yeah. Alcohol, I'm considering switching. I think I talked to you about this last season and I just never went forward with it. because I still have a bunch of
Yeah.
product, but I might switch to that.
I do like airbrushing. I've been working a lot on the off season, and I've been working with some other artists that have reached out to me and been like, hey, I bought an airbrush, and it's just like little things like trigger control to.
That's all I know is that beginning, like making your lane skinny, making it fat, here's a squiggle.
Doing little dots everywhere, pulling it back, knowing your pressure of your trigger and how much to pull back to get pigment.
Controlling that spray nozzle, whatever you call it. What do you call that thing?
The airbrush. A lot of people call it a gun.
Yeah.
Some people call it, a machine.
Controlling that is like most of the battle is learning how to just all of those moves, because it's very awkward at first, I must say.
Yes, because you have two different types of airbrush. You have single action and double action. And single action is where you get air and pigment. And then the double action is where you press down for air and then you pull back for pigment.
Oh, wow.
So,
I've never messed with one of those.
Yeah,
do you prefer that?
I prefer the dual action, the second one. Yeah.
I've never even tried that.
Just because it's a little bit more control, for that. So when you're coming out, it's just not all psh. But I do use a single action for my beauty makeup.
Oh.
Because I do use airbrush foundation for some of my weddings.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Angelina asks, would you ever want to be the person in makeup instead of doing the makeup?
Oh, man. So I've never been in the opposite chair of somebody doing makeup for me.
You've done your own makeup really cool. Like at Bat City, you'll be a witch sometime. Or, if you're already like you're a regular witch, but you'll like make yourself a fantasy witch and you look really cool. But you've not had somebody do makeup on you.
No, never.
We have to change that. We got to get
Which
some.
is a little bit different.
I haven't. Yeah, we've got to do this.
I've never reversed roles. And that was another thing too. Like when you asked me to be in Damsel, I was like, girl, don't give me no speaking lines.
Stormie is one of the witches in the very beginning of Damsel of the Doomed. Well, one of the reasons why I wrote that movie, when we all decided, the Horror Web little crew, when we were like, let's do it, because we had done Witch's Bargain.
Right.
And Corey wrote that. And I really enjoyed doing that movie, but it wasn't my story that I wrote. And so I wanted to do one that I wrote. And as I was writing it, I was thinking about different locations and things like that. And it made me think of different events that we all are very involved in, and the Glass Coffin and Gore Noir and Cold Cloud and all that stuff. And so as I was like, oh, I'm going to get to use all this. Then it started making me realize, what about all the people I know?
Right.
And how can I include them, not just as crew and whatever, because that wasn't my lane necessarily.
Right.
But how can I include them to be where they're on camera so that it's like a giant memory book for all of us that we can go back to when we're 80 and we can look at it. I love that. To me, that's the coolest part about it. It's like a time capsule for a place and time in Austin, Texas, and Bastrop, because it goes out to Cult Classic. But a place and time in the goth and horror community of Central Texas, with those places and the events and the people that are involved in all that. And that was the biggest part of that movie for me. So you agreeing to be in it, and Lindsay LaPearl was another witch in there. It was you, Lindsay, and who was now I cannot remember her name. I'll have to ask Kareem. Kareem's going to be on the podcast.
Oh, yay.
It was his friend that played the other witch. And that was a good time.
Yeah.
But you got through, that was like, hey, be on there. And you did good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been asked to be background quite a bit. And I'm like, just don't give me lines. Cause
I think at Bat City, one of the other makeup artists needs to do your makeup one night.
Yeah. I think that would
be fun. You do one of theirs, they do one of yours.
Yeah. I'm totally down for that.
I think we're going to make that happen. I would do it. Lines are weird. Dialogue is a weird thing, and everybody thinks they can do it.
It's not. I can't memorize for nothing.
Then making it sound natural, it's a whole thing. And if you have an acting partner and they're being real weird and stiff, and it's hard to like act natural when they are so not acting natural. Yeah. It's fucking difficult.
Yeah,
I would like tip my hat to the actors that make it seem so easy, because it is not.
It is not. I love it too, because like I become really close with the actors that I come across, and it's fun.
Yeah.
because I get to know them on a good personal level and we become friends. And then, we just start doing stupid stuff in the makeup room.
Yeah, that's good.
Like you've come into Bat City and we're like jamming.
Yeah,
and
I love
dancing
visiting Bat City's makeup room, especially like kind of towards the beginning of the season. And I like to just see what it's the energy in there is fun.
It's so chaotic. I love it.
Who is Josepha Steen?
That's my mom.
Mommy.
Mom's
She
here.
says that's my daughter. Can you ask her about readings and energy work that she does and tell her Sherry said she should be proud?
Oh.
Who's Sherry?
Sherry is one of my
Sherry?
besties. Sherry is one of my besties, and she's a mentor of mine that I look up to that helps me on my spirituality.
So tell us about that.
So I'm a little witchy, like, so perfect that I'm on Scarah's podcast, So everybody has their own sixth sense, their own clairs and everything. And I knew from a young age, like I had a little bit of witchy sense in me. And,
your intuition is
my
tuned.
intuition, yes. And, when you're younger, we don't talk about those things and see things and do things. So I didn't connect with my spirituality until I moved out here 8 years ago.
Interesting.
And then I had like this spiritual awakening and just started embracing like all my clairs, and like I have a really good like no sense.
I forgot what
that clair is, but so I can smell different things like in a room.
What do you mean?
Like sometimes if I can, if there's a spirit around, I can smell them.
Oh, you can smell that type of stuff.
Yeah, so it could just be, I could walk in a room and be like,
Grandpa,
who's here? Like, because I used to be a ghost tour guide downtown Austin, and the Driscoll is one of the most.
For Haunted ATX? Were you with those people?
No, I was with Ghost City Tours.
Yeah, the Driscoll's fascinating.
And every time I'd walk into the Driscoll, I would always smell something different. Like I walked up in there one day and I kid you not, I straight up smelled Tootsie Rolls.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, that's interesting. And like lavender or like citrus and the smoke. So I know Mr. Driscoll was there.
Trish says to tell me about the ghost at Hanover's.
Okay, so it was one of your very first shows at Hanover's.
Maybe it was Boudreaux's birthday.
I think it was. And so we're just, you guys are like warming up, and me and Trish are like kind of on the side, and we're just standing there, and we both looked over because it was me, Trisha, and then we saw a whole full-blown apparition.
What?
This apparition, I kid you not, looked like the spirit of Slash from Guns N' Roses. He had a top hat and curly hair. It was wild.
I wonder what it was, who it was.
Right? So, but me and Trisha both looked over.
Y'all both saw it.
And we both saw it. And she looks at me and I looked at her and she's like, did you see that? And I'm like, yeah, I've seen that.
Ooh.
You want to know what's super scary?
What?
Okay, not very many haunted houses out there, attractions are haunted, except for Bat City Scaregrounds.
You know who told me this? Teresa. Do you know Teresa?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Mark de la Bestia's wife, Teresa. She's come out. She wants to come out there, or maybe she has come out there. But she was saying, because she's been out to Bat City, and she was telling me that.
Yeah.
And she was talking about different spirits out there.
Oh, yeah. There's totally I don't know how many spirits are out there, but there's quite a few. Like, we've all witnessed it. I'm not the only one. Trisha's witnessed it. I think Connor and Trevor, like they like to hang out around the castle and the wardrobe and makeup room is where we've seen a lot of apparitions, like even footsteps under there. And like, you know how big the door is and how heavy it is right there by castle. We've heard that open and close before.
Wild.
Yeah. And Sherry, my bestie, she's also a psychic medium.
Oh.
So when I'm out there sometimes and I'm on the phone with her, she'll be all, who's the girl that's like around you? And I'm like, I don't know, Sherry, you gotta tell me.
It's all late at night.
Yeah, it's way later in Slaughter. Yeah. So like, it's crazy that We actually have a haunted house that's
Bat City is an actual haunted house.
It was like 2 years ago. It was Halloween. And you know Halloween, the veil is really thin.
Yeah.
Girl, I have it on camera. I caught something that night walking to my car. It was like the weirdest sound, and they were flying. And you can see the movement of the wings and the glowness around it. It was pretty cool.
I love it.
I was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
While we're on Bat City, and before we get to the phone calls, somebody asked early on if we have any Bat City news for 2027. And I think the news is that they are flipping Ancient Evil.
Yes.
It's like some kind of, it's witch themed. Is this correct?
That's what I'm hearing. It's some kind of witch theme, and it's got to be, it's going to be around elements. So earth, fire, wind, air.
That is interesting, because Teresa was telling me that some of the spirits out there are like elemental spirits.
Yeah.
And that she was specifically talking about something with the wind and the fire. And then I told her, I'm like, we can't talk about that, but
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I told her about that incident, and she was like, yeah. Anyway, we can't say much about that. Y'all know in the chat, though.
It's 2026, Trisha, not 2027.
2027.
Just kidding.
What is?
Yeah, Mo, the energy shifts out there are crazy.
Yeah.
I love the energy out
What do you
in
mean
Bat
the
City,
energy
though.
shifts?
Like have you ever been on the grounds and you're just like feeling all right, and then all of a sudden, like for me, it feels like when you're in the movies and they bring like the tone down and it's like don't, and then they bring it like this, and then it's like that's how I feel sometimes when I'm out there.
I only
when
feel
the
like that
shifts.
when I'm fighting with Daddy.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like my ears will start ringing.
Ooh.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, let me pay attention to like my surroundings or like what we're talking about.
Y'all are going to creep me out next time I'm out there. Getting all creepy. I told you I like being scared though. So I do like being creeped out.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
I like that little bit of eerie feeling and being like, I'm not scared of the dark, but I'm kind of scared of the dark. Because you don't know what's there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little fear is good. That's what keeps us alive as a human race.
Exactly. So I'm super excited. Like I got some ideas running through my head already. I'm going to bring a character that I created a couple of years ago for Blood and Brushes. I'm going to bring that character to life. Because I totally feel.
Actually, I didn't tell Del which pictures, but
they're not me. No, they're not.
Shuffle through, Del. There's one that looks like it has horns.
Yes.
We're going to pop that up. I totally forgot I have pictures. Thank you for bringing this up.
So
this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
This picture here.
You won the makeup competition the first year of Blood and Brushes. Stormie won this competition. You did this in how many?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. And it was a phenomenal look. And everybody there, like you're up against some really talented people.
I was.
And there was great looks that night, but this was the look that won. And so you're going to do a look based on this character?
Yeah, so I'm going to recreate this face.
Whoa.
But I'm going to put it as a mask instead of prosthetics.
Love it.
Because I can't do that on an actor.
Are you going to do that body paint kind of?
I don't know. I'm going to go through wardrobe and see what we have for wardrobe.
And then go from there.
Kind of go from there because like...
That stuff, that scared me. Seeing that in a haunt is scary.
Yes, so I think that would be really good for my fire element.
I think so too.
You know, so I'm super excited. I did start to recreate it this past week. So I'm excited to put it on a mask.
That's going to be rad.
Yeah. And then the locks on there, I'm just going to put it on a wig cap. So they can just put the wig cap on and then the locks are there too.
Yeah.
So.
That was not that actor's hair. That was something. Everything on that actor was Stormie. Stormie brought the wardrobe, the finger extension she made.
Yes, I made the hair.
Ooh, I'll have to show you some fingers I made before you leave that I made for a short I produced.
I love it.
It's really cool.
I love it.
Let's look, before we go to phone calls, let's look through the other photos of Stormie's work.
Yes.
And that's cool that you're making masks. Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. Here. So tell us about this.
So this is just one of the actors. This is also one of our makeup artists, Maddie. She does really well. She keeps me on my toes. I'm not going to lie. She brings me some of the coolest inspiration and definitely tests my skills.
This reminds me of kind of like corpse paint black metal stuff, but it's not that, but it looks like it was inspired by that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, this was an inspiration off of another makeup artist.
I like it.
So, yeah. So she brings me these looks and she's like, do your own spin or whatever. But this was one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is nice and abstract. I like how it highlights her collarbones and her sternum. I love that shit.
Me too. I like the challenges that
Maddie will present with.
Maddie will present because
Maddie's great.
Test me.
Yeah.
I want to be tested.
Yeah.
Like, bring me something that maybe I
It'd
haven't
be boring
done
doing
before.
the same thing. Like some haunts the makeup artists have to do like
certain looks
on the same actors for the same scene
all the time,
and that's all they get.
Exactly.
And they can't just do that. Like,
no.
Yeah.
That's one great thing about Bat City and the team that I have is that I don't cut them off on anything. Like they can make whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like
There's
got
some great
inspiration.
Looks.
Go for it. Like this is your time to be creative and to try different things.
Yeah.
And to create
I'm always impressed.
creatures.
I'll like stop an actor. Every night I stop 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 actors. I'm like, who did your makeup? Because I need to know. Because I'm always like super impressed. Let's see that next one, Del. That you had.
Oh, so for this one, I don't know the name of this character, if they gave him one or not, but I helped create this character. They were like, hey, I got a mask for you and I got this bodysuit and we want this like creature to come out of a well.
For a movie?
Yeah, it's for a movie. It's called Harlow's Well.
Oh, and I think I know somebody else involved in that. Okay, cool.
So Jacob Stone.
Yeah.
He was involved in that. And so with that, I went in and I airbrushed the bodysuit to give it more depth in there. I made the little Shaw thing out of mossy stuff that they had for me. The silicone mask, I painted a little bit more so it'll be a little bit more depth in there, a little bit contrast. I did make his fingers, personally make those fingers. And then, it was great. I won 3 different awards out in Hollywood for best special. They call it best special makeup for the effects for that film.
Nice.
So that was really rewarding.
I'll have to watch that one. I don't think I've seen it. Let's see another one. Ooh, so this is Mo, isn't it?
Ooh.
Is that Mo?
That is Mo. That I make some dope masks. Yes, this is Mo.
Yeah.
So I love it because, like I said, at Bat City, you can, collaborate with an actor and come up with some really
You do
cool.
some of the most disturbing shit on Mo.
I do.
You and Mo together are a force.
I'm telling you.
You had pantyhose on that girl.
Okay,
over her fucking head. And you paid.
So the first year she was
I had that
a nurse.
Yeah.
She was a nurse. So I was like, how can we make her look like a Silent Hill nurse?
Yeah.
So what I did is I wrapped her face in gauze every single night and then I painted over it.
And that was creepy.
So that was creepy. So what we like to do is we like to go with the makeup trends that are happening around the time.
And you always do it so well.
Yes.
This one is that yarn trend.
Yes, this is the yarn trend for last year. But going back to the pantyhose, that was the year before. And so I was like, hey, Mo, I got this effect. Would be really cool. We put a pantyhose on your face and then we do makeup over it. And sure enough, Mo is such a trooper that every single night she wore pantyhose.
Man, the pantyhose one was the most disturbing to me. I don't know what it was about it.
It was just like the different looks that you can come with.
It was super creepy.
The big eyes, and then I did anime eyes one time. And that's it's so that
I
was
love
really fun.
that partnership, you and her. That's always amazing.
It is. And then this one last year, the trend was the yarn, where they did the yarn on the face and then they did the makeup over the yarn. And I was like, I really like this effect. I really like this look, but I'm not going to spend an hour and a half every single night putting that yarn on. That's too time consuming.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I got some masks from Party City when they were going out of business.
So you just applied it to the mask?
I just applied it to the mask.
That's wild.
And let me tell you, Mo loved me all season long because we didn't have to pace
pop
her
that
face.
on.
Yeah, it was easy. I put little bumpers in there so it's not flesh up against her skin, so she can still breathe. And then, I made her some festival braids, and she glows in the dark. So anything UV glows in the dark up there. So I told her this year, I was like, all right, so what are we gonna do this year? Because we just keep doing better every year. But I think I'm just gonna make more masks for her this year. And do some other creepy
just
ones,
some
for
disturbing masks.
Yes.
Here's Gomez. What's up? Do we have another photo, or was that it? Okay, that was it.
That was it, yeah.
Somebody says we need more ghosts. That would make for good content.
Ooh, that would.
Yeah.
That would.
We'll have to, one of these days we'll do we'll do a special creepy
We should.
reading video or something. We'll go out to Bat City and do some weird shit with these weirdos in the chat. My friends, your friends.
Yeah, I love
Chuck's
it.
joined us in the chat now.
Chucky!
Chuck Hell's in the chat.
Thank
Do you know who
you.
Chuck Hell is? Chuck Hell comes out to Bat City a lot. He comes to Scream Theater and Immortal shows. He does a lot. His home haunt is really cool. He does some great shit in his yard, but he's in the chat. All right. Let's listen to, we have 3 phone calls. I can't remember what the question was last week, but I'm sure the phone calls will let us know.
Yes.
Sometimes I listen to the phone calls before and I didn't today. So this is a surprise to me and you.
Thank you.
Right, Gomez?
Oh, Gomez.
I'm responding to the question. The movie I couldn't stop thinking about after I'd seen it. When you think about it, there's just so many movies. It's almost hard to really think about one, but I'd like to mention one that really doesn't get mentioned a whole lot, and that's a movie called 100 Feet. It came out in 2008.
Sounds like a caving movie.
And it stars Famke Janssen.
No, I love her.
And I've been a big fan of hers, because of all the X-Men films and James Bond and
Phoenix from
all that
X-Men.
kind of stuff. So, here in this film, you got a woman she's on house arrest for committing the murder of her husband, and her husband is the one who's haunting the house that she's on house arrest at. So, and she just, no matter what she does, she can't get away, and he attacks her, and she finds out tons of secrets about him, but it's a movie that just doesn't really get mentioned a whole lot, but it's still a really cool movie. So I would have to pick that film, 100 Feet.
100 Feet.
one.
I'm going to have to check that out.
All right, me
I've
too.
never heard of it.
I haven't either, but I do like that actress.
Nice.
Tony just met that actress at whatever convention he was at. He put up a picture of her.
Oh, yeah.
Tony's met every fucking buddy, by the way.
I love it. I love it.
Me
The
too.
support is the best.
Yes.
I love it.
What's the next call?
Hello, Scarah. It's Dr. Psych.
Dr. Psych.
This is in regards to the recent reel I saw about your most haunted horror movie,
Yeah.
or the thing that lingered in your conscious and subconscious. For me, it was honestly From Beyond with Jeffrey Combs. That thing wormed its way into my psyche like almost nothing else ever did. It's such a mind, I can't, the words I would use.
A mind fuck? It's okay, Dr.
Friendly.
Psych.
But or podcast friendly. But it messed me up, and I had to go back and rewatch it and again and again. It's not like in a good way either. It's more like just trying to wrap my brain around it, because sometimes it's one of those kind of have to face your fears, but I don't know, the whole substrate of that reality was just a little bit more than I could handle, I think, at that particular point in my life. All right. Well, that's it. That's all for me. Till next time.
Thank you, Dr. Psych. I don't think I've seen From Beyond.
I don't think I have either.
I do like Jeffrey Combs, Dr. Herbert West from What's the one? Reanimator. And he's been in a bunch of other shit.
Yes.
I don't know what my dogs are doing. They're getting all antsy.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you, Dr. Zyke, for that. That's another one. I have to see that too. I haven't seen that.
Me either.
What's number 3?
Hey, my favorite scary movie for sure. One I was thinking about days, months, weeks, years afterwards. Definitely Hereditary, 2018.
Yes.
Especially the scene where it's not even like the scariest part, quote unquote, but the scene where they're all sitting at the table after Charlie dies, and the mom like gets up and starts like freaking the fuck out
Yeah.
at her family. That shit like gave me a panic attack.
Yep.
Definitely one of my favorite scenes of all time.
Yeah.
Will
That is a
always be
good
my
movie.
favorite scary movie. Just like the familial drama combined with the religious horror, absolute peak horror movie. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. I love that scene. I think Toni Collette should have gotten the Oscar for that movie, and I'm not. I'm dead serious about that. During that scene, she says something like, "Don't look at me with that face," or wipe that face off your face. She says something like that.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "I am your mother," and you could just feel it how she says it, and she's so in character, and is just so perfect. And I saw an interview with her where they were asking her if she does method acting. And she was like, no. And
I could see her though.
she was like, no, I'm an actor and I do the scene and then
That's it.
and then I'm done. And you know what I find is method acting is a more of a masculine thing. Dudes tend to method act and women tend to not.
I could see
Women
that.
go in and out.
Yeah.
And guys have to, they think they got to be in character the whole fucking time. And then you get Toni Collette, this major badass who can do a scene like that.
That is wild.
And then the director says cut, and then she turns around, she goes have some, apples at
Crack it
Crafty or whatever. Does she, whatever the fuck she wants. She brushes it off.
That's wild.
Like, that's amazing. I love that. I love that movie. I'm going to screen that at Scream Theater some point. I don't know when, but it is one of my favorite.
Yeah, I do love that
I think
movie.
it came out in 2018 or 2019. Yeah, it's so good. I
love
agree.
those,
I did.
yes,
I thought
agree.
about that a lot. Someone says Midsommar was a really great scary movie. That is another one. Ari Aster, I think, is that director, and I love that too. I saw that with Kayla and Lindsay,
Nice.
and I remember we saw that in the theater, and the scene where the elderly people are up on the mountain and they're doing what they do.
Yeah.
We were all just like, just clawing the chair, like, oh God, I love feeling like that.
I do too.
I
Like
love
on
that.
the edge, like, oh my
where
God.
it's like, that is fucked.
Yes.
I enjoy those feelings.
Agree,
From
agree.
Beyond, they said it's okay. I'm gonna have to watch From Beyond.
Me too.
Some people posted on social media, but I did not write those down. But I got a bunch of responses to those. So I want to ask. Let's put up the number. You're gonna help me with this.
Okay.
So the question is going to be, who is the ultimate final girl? So I'm going to set you up. All right. Okay. Call Scarah Scary Hotline at 512. What is this? I can't even see. Oh, call Scarah Scary Hotline at 512-710-8766. And Stormie's going to give you the question to answer.
The question is,
Who is
who is,
the ultimate final girl?
this is why I'm not an actor.
Just has, but I'll cut it
Who
together.
is-
It'll look fancy. Go ahead.
Who is the final girl?
The ultimate.
Who is the ultimate final girl?
That's right. We're going to do it again, Stormy, just for fun.
See? Perfect example.
Call Scarah Scary Hotline at 512-710-8766. Stormy, what's our question?
Oh my God. Hurry, whisper it in my ear.
Who is the ultimate final girl?
Okay, who is the ultimate final girl?
That's right. Who is your ultimate final girl? Who do you like? Who do you think when you hear final girl, who pops into your mind? Give me a call. let us know. Or you can, leave a answer in the chat, but I might not mention you on the podcast.
Yeah.
So call, why not? 512-710-8766.
So I'm just going to put this disclaimer out there. I should have done it from the get-go, okay?
What?
I was not hooked on phonics as a kid, so sometimes I can't read, write, or talk. And the reason why Trisha's crying is because I talk to text a lot, okay? And sometimes I don't go back and proofread it, and I'll just send it.
So they're like, what is she saying?
They're like, what is she saying? And we were having a get together, and it was like Chinese themed. And I was making some egg rolls, and I was like, and I'm going to make cream cheese raccoons. Well, then it auto-populated to raccoons.
Oh, shit.
So now we call it cream cheese raccoons instead of raccoons. And I love her because she'll screenshot it, and then she'll be like, when your friend doesn't know how to read or whatever. It's great. It's great.
So now she's got video evidence.
Yes, exactly. We got video evidence.
My face hurts. That made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, so
I love it. You just asked it, and then I was like, okay, do it again. You're like, shit. I love that.
I would definitely need a teleprompter.
Brenna says crab raccoons forever. I think you need that as a tattoo, a little crab raccoon.
I should, huh? The little one.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's put up bone deep.
Deep, okay.
Bone deep. I'm going to ask you questions.
All right.
These are not trivia questions, so you don't have to know trivia. It's just you choosing which. There's two choices, and you pick one. I'll tell you if you're right or not.
All right, let's go.
Once we see the timer, that means we start. We're going to try to answer as many as we can in 60 seconds. Okay. But before we do, you have to say bone deep.
Bone deep.
That's a good one. Do it again.
Bone deep.
Very good. I like how at the end you aspirated the P like that. Give it another one. Yeah.
Bone deep.
Perfect. That was a clean take.
Exactly. All the receipts.
Yeah. See, Mitch from Gordon says he needs to see what a crab raccoon looks like.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's get that timer up.
Okay.
Body horror or psychological dread?
Body horror.
Incorrect. Don't go in the basement or don't go in the attic.
Don't go in the basement.
Correct. Becoming dead via possession or becoming dead by speaking to the dead via seance.
The second one.
Incorrect.
Oh, man.
Make the audience scream or make the audience vomit.
Make them vomit.
Incorrect. Threat from the depths of the ocean or threat from space.
Depths of the ocean.
Correct. What is this? Oh, bleak, hopeless ending or bittersweet survival.
Ooh, bittersweet survival.
Incorrect. Oh, cosmic horror or folk horror. Like
Folk
Lovecraft
horror.
Okay, good. Correct. Classic, black and white or giallo technicolor.
Oh, black and white.
Incorrect. Creepy kid trope or creepy elderly trope.
Elderly.
Correct. And this is going to be your bonus question. Masked human killer or cosmic entity.
Cosmic entity.
Correct. All right, let's see. I'm going to count you up.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love it when we get 10 out of these because it's easier on the math. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, we should all get crab raccoon tattoos. I am so down.
You tied with Orlock.
Yes.
50%.
50%.
Not
Those
bad.
are kind of hard.
50%. Well, you never know what it's going to be. You never know. So we still to this. No, who is it? We have Brenna is the highest person.
Yes.
Brenna had 70%. She's the
Go
ghoul
Brenna.
to beat.
Yes. Love that.
All right. Let's see. Before we go, I wanted you to talk a little bit about your stuff you're going to be doing at HauntCon.
Oh, yes. So July 18th, 19th is the Texas Haunters Convention out in Irving, Texas. And I am going to be an instructor on Saturday. I'll be instructing 2 classes. I'll be doing basic out-of-kit effects and then how to make, apply, and paint 3D transfers. 3D transfers are prosthetics that go on like a temporary tattoo. we've incorporated those in Bat City the past 3, almost 4 years. They're just easy, quick to apply. And
Do you make them?
Yeah, I make them.
What do you put them on? What kind of paper do they go on?
Acetate paper, so it's that paper, tattoo transfer paper.
Yeah.
It's called acetate paper.
That's cool.
Or transfer paper.
Yeah, you showed me that a long time ago, and I was
Yeah.
like, "That is wild." Because you could do like a scar.
You can do a scar.
whatever.
You can do quite a bit.
Just rub it on them with a little water.
Yeah, put it on there like a temporary tattoo, and then you peel the white backing off like you would a temporary tattoo, and then you can powder it, and then you can just paint as you go.
How do you like? Are you drawing it on the paper? What do you
No, so
printing it on there? What do you do?
you can either sculpt them like you do like a sculpt, and then you mold it, and it's called a flat mold. And so you do the flat mold, and then you take what's called Bondo, and I make everything.
Yeah.
Except for like the molding, I get it from Smooth On.
Okay.
It's called Mold Max 30. So then I take Bondo, which is Prozade and Cabicil, and I make a little paste. And then you put it on your flat molds. And you make it like flat. So you take like a scraper and you make it flat, and you put the acetate paper down, and then you encapsulate. Sorry, I can never talk. It in the freezer for an hour and a half. So then it just encapsulates, and then you take it out, and then you let it air dry. And then you transfer it to the white paper. It is a process.
But it would take way too long to do that on the actor the day of, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Instead of like what you've been able to do is like prep it way beforehand. So you can just slap that sucker on instead of like building it on them.
Exactly.
That's rad.
So it's like less than a minute to apply, and then you paint away. So it's an easy effect that I had incorporated into Bat City, and it just, we have like zombie bites and like zombie bites and bullet wounds, and the girls are allowed to make their own prosthetic for a character or whatever, and
that's cool.
I'll just sit there and make them at home. I make like 80 to 100 for haunt season.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's a lot of fun. Just doing all the different types of things that you can incorporate and just make your character more scary, because at Bat City we do have a team, but there's like 60 of them.
Actors?
Yeah, actors, and we only have 10 to 15 minutes per actor.
Right.
So
which is crazy
we
to
gotta
me.
make it
that is crazy to me that you guys do what you do in just that
little time.
Yeah.
For myself, I do between 8 to 10 actors, but I do have like 2 to 3 actors that come way before everybody else, so we can actually
do some longer stuff on them.
Stuff. It's more in depth.
Yeah. There's a few that I've noticed that, like, I think in Castle, like Alex often will have like body paint. And so, and another attraction will, you could tell they're like the feature of that scene or whatever.
So I do have a couple that will come in early just to
Chuck wants to learn molding stuff.
Ooh, most definitely.
Chuck Hill. Come on out, Chuck Hill.
Absolutely. I want to try to have like a class, maybe like once a month, for just like
that would be
basic
cool
stuff.
Yeah. Why not?
And just be like, you don't have to be a makeup artist. It's for anybody that just wants to learn.
Dude, Chuck, contact us.
So I'm really excited to teach at the Texas Haunters Convention. I haven't taught in a really long time. The last time I taught was like 15 years ago almost. I think my daughter's school, for her middle school, they needed after school programs. And she was like, Mom, you should sign up and teach us special effects. So for 2 years, for 4 semesters, I got to teach 6th, 7th, and 8th graders basic special effects stuff.
How fun.
And they gave us a budget and everything. And it was a lot of fun. I showed them how to make like a flat mold out of, Ultra Cal 30 and stuff that you can almost buy at home. So that was really fun and cool. So it's going to be a little nerve wracking, but I'm just going to go and have fun, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I've been to Texas Haunters Convention, and the guy that runs it, he's asked me to come out there. You need to get a booth, but my problem is, and I've said this before, is I don't feel like I'm in a weird spot, because I got into these conventions under the vendor umbrella, but I'm not a vendor.
Right.
And so I'm trying to, after this convention season's over, I'm going to shift gears and be like, I want to be at your convention, but I want to be there as a guest and not a vendor.
Right.
And whatever that means, like however we work that out, that's how I want to do it, because I'm not trying to, just, I don't know. It's just a whole thing. Like what is on my table to purchase usually is like, here's some 8x10s or some posters. And that's more of a guest. And I try to have t-shirts and stuff, you know, out there as well. And right now I have Blu-rays, but I'm not a vendor. I wish I was, because vendors can make some good money.
Yeah, they sure do.
But I'm not, so I don't know. Anyway, Texas Haunters Convention. I'm coming for you once I'm able to be a guest out there.
Yes.
But I do like that guy. He's a nice guy, and it's a good convention, and it's fun, and they have like a dance party.
I saw
shit.
that, like a costume party.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to go out there. So
I haven't been since they moved it to the Irving Convention Center, but that's where they do Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Oh, okay.
And it's a really nice facility.
Oh, good,
And there's a
good.
lot of good little places to eat in the area.
Nice.
So
Good.
there's a good pizza place right
Good.
there.
I'm gonna have to get that. Yeah, I'm excited because my classes are back to back, so it's gonna be easy for me, and I don't have to like break down and set back up.
Nice.
So
You'll just
that'll
do
be
them
an
and then
easy
enjoy.
transition.
I bet you see Gay Satan out there. He likes to go.
I
to
bet.
those.
Yeah.
I need to have him on, by the way.
Quite a few people. Yeah, absolutely.
Gay Satan, get on the
Gay
podcast.
Satan, come on.
Gay Satan is me inviting you, Gay
Yes.
Satan, to the
Come on.
pond.
To the pod.
Stormie's going to invite Gay Satan.
Yes, come on, Gay Satan. Gotta come to the pod.
Herman's going to do it. Herman, invite
Come
Gay
on.
Satan. Come on.
on.
Come on, Gay Satan. All right. Tell me real quick about the movie you're working on, if you can, whatever you can say
Oh
about it.
man, I've been working on quite a few films. I've been working on a series, and it's geared towards actors and how the acting process goes down and the pre-eliminations, and it's really cool to see like each step of the way for them.
Is it that one that's like where there's judges?
Yes.
Was Boudreaux a celebrity judge? Okay, I know what you're
Boudreaux
talking
was a
about.
celebrity judge. It's called Callbacks.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because then you take like the perspective of an actor because they have The Voice and America's Got Talent and all those, and they really gear around towards more singing and stuff. So this one just shows the actors and what they go through and everything, and it's super cool because like you get to see behind the scenes of how everything's going down and how makeup goes down and the lighting and the camera positions and just the whole team coming together and working. It's really amazing.
Has it been released, or are they like filming all of them and then they're gonna try to sell it?
So they're on YouTube right now.
Okay, I'm gonna watch them then.
So that's another thing, like we were talking about earlier, is like things being on YouTube and then converting over to like big major platforms.
Yeah.
So it's on YouTube right now. We're in the second season showing. So this coming Friday will be the like finale. And then what they're competing for is the lead role in the film that they're auditioning for.
Oh, that's so neat.
So then they break it down, is pretty cool because then they give them feedback and everything. And it's really cool to see like each individual actor do their thing because they all bring something different to the table. And you're like, oh, that was good. Or
nice.
like, oh, that one needed a little bit, or I couldn't relate to that, So it's super cool. And then we filmed the short film that they won the prize for. So I've been working on that quite a bit lately. I have a couple of other films coming up in July that I'm excited for. I'm making a really cool prosthetic prop. I get to, research. This is where the research comes in. I get to blow somebody's ankle away from underneath the bed.
Oh.
So I'll be casting some feet here in the next couple of weeks.
You could sell that content on certain websites.
Yes. Let me get those.
Let me cast your
feet.
feet. Yeah.
So just those kinds of things. So I'm really excited about that, and whatever else is to come because I don't know.
You stay booked and blessed, girl.
Exactly, booked and blessed, and I love it. I love it.
Oh, somebody says they went to Haunters Convention. They went to tour Dark Hour, which is an awesome haunt.
Yes, that's what I hear.
And got to meet Alan Hops. I didn't. 1 year, Corey took some people out to Bat City, or from Bat City to the convention, and they did that. I didn't go that year. Only Pete's. How did you get involved with Bat City? That's a good wrap up.
So when I first moved out here, one of my goals was to find a haunted house because I had worked in New Mexico at a haunted house, and I was like, oh, I definitely want to find one. And the ones that I was finding were kind of far from me at that time. It was like over an hour drive. And my friend saw Corey's post on somewhere.
Probably Facebook or
And
something.
was like, yeah, it was definitely Facebook. And he was just like, up and coming haunted house looking for, makeup artists. So I met up with Corey. I went out to Bat City when it was like nothing, just flat
land.
ground
Yeah.
and just land and seeing it. And then, he hired me on as one of the makeup artists, and I've been on with.
He had you
the
come
Bat
out
City.
to the park when there was nothing there, like
There
just
was
a
nothing
field.
there. It
Did
was
you
just
think
the
he was
field.
going to murder you? Jesus.
Just a little bit, because that's kind of creepy.
It is
like,
a little creepy.
moving out here, don't know one, and
Come
I'm
out
like,
to the middle of nowhere. Was it night or day?
It was day, thank God. It was day, and he was working on, the lines of like the land,
Putting the stakes in.
surveying, yeah. And so, he hired me on, and I've been the lead makeup artist for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So
So that was how.
it was how, and then
And you've been there ever since.
been there ever since. Putting my name out there and networking.
Mitch is
If you
imitating
squint,
Corey real
you
quick.
can see my
If you
vision.
squint, you can see my vision. That's me too. This is where we're gonna have the castle, and over here it'll be Clown Town or whatever.
Yeah, because our first year was the year right after COVID hit,
Yeah.
so 2021.
Yeah.
And we didn't have the makeup container like we do now.
No, I remember the makeup team was separated because we're still worried about
Yes.
COVID. And some of y'all were at Castle, some of y'all were at the Clown, and some of them were at AE. It was
It was
definitely
wild
different.
the first year.
The first
so
year was wild.
It
Mitch,
was.
by the way, Mitch of Gore Noir, I know you're in Vegas, but when you're in Austin, you have an open invite. We just have to schedule it in advance. I'd love to have you on
Yes.
to talk about all your things. Okay,
Absolutely.
Mitch.
Yes,
Hey, Mitch.
Yes. So then I'm there a lot on the off season doing off work for the makeup team and
Yep.
doing whatever. I am going to be revamping the makeup room. So I'm going to gut it all out and we're going to paint the walls.
What
and
color?
I don't know, whatever trashy color we have at the park.
Right. Whatever's available.
available.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of looking at white walls. We've had white walls for the
Yeah.
past 4 years,
Might as well put some
5
pizzazz
years.
in it.
So we need some
Anyone
pizzazz.
has some cool paint to donate to Bat City Scaregrounds so the makeup trailer can be nicer for these girls. It's a nice trailer, but she's tired of white walls, girls.
I'm tired of white walls. Like my section will stay black because we got
You
the
need
UV
it. You
in
have
the
to.
back.
But the rest of it,
But I am gonna like spice up my area. I'm gonna go and put like it's my area is gonna match my booth. It's gonna be that cosmic.
oh, I love it.
Like
Yeah.
earthy kind
Yeah.
of galactic.
And she
theme.
says her booth, meaning she also vends at Bat City. She makes
Yes.
all sorts of cool jewelry, and you even do like little soaps and candles
Yes,
and
soaps
oils.
and candles,
Do you do oils?
Yeah, I do oils.
And you read. Why am I hearing a ding?
Oh, it's probably me.
Oh, we're good. And yeah, you read.
I do read
Tarot.
cards out there. I do read cards, and then we started doing face painting out there.
Oh, how fun! I think that's a great idea.
It was a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kids want that.
I was busy from the time I was out there
Yeah.
until like the very end. And
That's
it's not
fabulous.
just kids; it's adults,
Hell
which
yeah.
I super love.
Me too. Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're never too old to be a kid. Like
When they
love
see
that.
me, I sit up on the mountain and have my bowl of candy, and I'm a witch. And when adults see me, and it's a certain age group, and don't take offense because I'm not giving
Yeah.
criticism, but millennials, a lot of the times when they see me, and I'm happy for them that they do this, they will run to me like a child and get real
Yes.
giddy. And I don't know what it is about that generation, but they definitely they need their childhood
Yes.
still, and they need to access it. And
I love that.
I'm like, go for it. Yes, you were a
Absolutely.
child again. Here's your candy. Here's your Reese's.
That's why I'm always all trick or treat.
Yeah,
Anytime. I love it. And
it's
I-
joyous.
I love it that when people come out in their costumes as well.
That's my favorite.
That is one of my favorites too, because I like to see other people's creativeness, you know, and what they can do and what they like.
Yeah.
And, you know, just seeing that spirit.
It's the best.
It's the best.
I love a good costume. Our friend Chuck Hell in the chat, he comes out with like, you know, all bloodied up every now and again. I love that. That's so good.
I love to dress up and be creative.
What do we have? It's almost halfway to Halloween, right?
Oh no, girl, we got like 3 months till haunt season.
What?
Where are you at, Scarah? Where are you at?
June, July to August, oh Jesus.
Yeah.
What was it? I've lost 3 months somehow.
Girl, that's why I'm
what
like,
happened?
What's going on?
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm not even prepared. I went through my inventory and I was like, I'm going to have to make a bunch of stuff.
Oh, wow. Well, all right. It's almost here.
It's almost here. So we got to start grinding and, getting our ideas put together and seeing what kind of looks everybody's going to come up with the new revamp of Ancient Evil with the witches. I'm super excited about that. The only concept I'm having a little bit of like a creative block is air. I'm like, I need a creature.
Just
like,
have a bunch of farts walking around in there.
I'm like, a bird? Do I want to do like some kind of bird?
Yeah. Birds can be scary. Alfred Hitchcock said so.
Yes. So I don't know. Air. I'm a little bit stuck on air, but
We'll have to think about it.
Which is super crazy
I'll
because
have to stink about it.
when I was first doing makeup, I did an elements photo shoot.
Oh, yeah?
Which is super crazy. So it'll be a little bit on the uglier, you know, more gore side this time. We have so much time. We do not.
It is 3 months, which is
90 days.
blink of an eye. Sorry,
90
Herman.
days.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's a blink of an eye.
Tell us where people can find you online, if you want that.
Instagram. Find me on Instagram at StormFX13. Do not come at me. I am very horrible at posting my content.
But you'll answer if somebody messages and says, hey, I need a makeup
absolutely.
artist.
Yep.
You'll answer those.
You can answer.
I am the opposite of you. I will post content multiple times a day if I need to, but answering my DMs is overwhelming for me.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming. I got enough content to probably last me like 3 years. So I'm
You
gonna
can schedule it.
I'm gonna start pushing out content. I don't
start
even care
scheduling.
about like likes or anything. I just want to put more stuff out there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make a page separate just for my beauty because I had a bride not book me because she went onto my Instagram and said that my Instagram was nothing but sex and demons.
You're from the devil.
From the
You're here
devil.
to do the devil's work.
And I mean, she made a good point. You know what I mean? I'm like flipping through my Instagram and I'm like,
Her point was
yeah.
she's a stuck up,
Yeah.
prude is what her point was.
She
I got
thought-
2 points right here. What do you think of that, bitch?
She thought she was hiring a professional makeup artist.
She was.
She was, but I don't have a lot of beauty on my page.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
was-
one thing I'm working on.
And you know, it's funny when you said that you were going to switch it or separate them.
Yeah.
My first thought was, oh yeah, probably because a lot of like haunt people don't want to see beauty makeup, but it's the opposite.
It's the opposite. Yeah.
the opposite.
The beauty.
Because I like both myself.
I do too. And I have a lot of brides that are like, oh my God, your work is so amazing. And then I had that one that was like, man.
Yeah.
And I was
and
like,
you got to get that coin. So I understand. You got to
like,
separate, get your bag. I
dodged
hear
a
you.
bridezilla for sure. But
Yeah, for sure.
It
Can
did
you
make me
imagine?
think. I was like, oh, okay, she's right. I don't have, like, you scroll and you got all this effects, and then boom, there's just a little bit of beauty,
Right.
and then you keep scrolling.
So she's like, do you really do beauty makeup?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
And little does she know, you do it wonderfully.
I do.
You actually are very good at it. So
Thank you. I do love what I do with a passion.
She made me up into a little pinup girl for a little short film. What was it called again?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce. And I loved it. I was like walking
did
around
too.
all like happy with myself.
It was
know?
a great look on you.
You did a
Great
good
look
job.
on you.
Well,
I love it.
I think it's time to wrap her up.
Yes, I love it.
We had a nice chat with the chat, and we had a nice chat with Stormie.
Yes, thank you all for having me.
We
Scarah,
thank you.
Especially you.
No, we thank you. Yeah, thank the chat. They were all involved and had
Thank
a
you,
good
everybody.
we had a good time this podcast.
Yes, we sure did.
Let's see, who is it? I have my phone here. I want to
Ooh,
like
who's next?
Let's see. Let's check her out. What is today? The 17th.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Who do we have?
I'm so excited for next week. Caitlin from Bat City.
Oh my God. Y'all be ready to laugh. Laugh. She's hilarious. I love her.
I can't wait.
Energy.
Yes.
Oh my
it's
God.
the
You better
best.
be prepared.
She is a little weirdo and I love her.
I hope she comes dressed up as a hot dog.
What if she's the hot dog?
I
Old
hope she
squonk.
does.
She is pure joy. I love her so
Girl,
much.
did you see her in the monkey costume last year?
I've seen her in so many costumes. She's
It's
great.
great. Oh
She's,
my God, I
she's
love
a
it.
delight.
Yes,
so yeah,
so-
Caitlin, aka Squonk, is going to be on next week. So
You
y'all
guys
have to watch
have
that.
to tune in.
She's going to be
She's
good.
great. She's great.
Say goodbye to your mama.
Say goodbye.
Oh, you say goodbye to your mama.
Bye,
She right
Mama.
There you go.
Bye, daughters. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate you all.
Thank you, Stormie.
You're welcome.
I'll see you soon.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
Until next time, my name is Scarah, Damsel of the Doomed, and I'll see you, specifically you, Jonathan, in your screams.